Alright, this one is one of my very favorite pages, maybe my favorite page, because you won't find another CRM out there like this. So far, anyways. Okay, so uh, if you go to customers page and then search for the customer, click edit, brings up the tabs, go to zones. For if you're a technician, this is a very helpful thing. You may be used to calling into Central Station and asking them to verify each zone, and then you give them all your data entry. Pain in the neck. Uh, I know a couple of the CRMs will have some slight integrations here where you can do this and you can check alarm history. But here's the beauty of this. Let's take other CRMs, for example. What you have to do is you have to just forget that all this stuff down here exists. What it does is it pops up one thing, you tell it the zone number, you tell the description, and then you click enter it in, and then it pops you up another one. So now you just have two things available, one that has the information in and one to add stuff in. And that's a pain in the neck to go through and add it all in. So what we did is just because I know how many zones are available on each of these systems because I installed them for years, I take each system and I say, okay, I know how many zones this is capable of. Now in this case, this this one's a 2 gig. The 2 gig is capable of having 54 zones, or at least the 2 gig Go control is capable of having 54 zones. So it spits out 54 zones. You don't have to add each one in and wait for it to refresh, because if you're doing this from a cell phone, it takes a long time to put in your zone list. So that was the beauty of this, is that it goes and takes the control panel installed, it knows how many zones to pop out, and then it just pops it out. Then we got a little more creative. Over here on the equipment info tab, you've already put in all this information. For example, the account number, the alarm.com plan, and you've integrated with alarm.com. Now soon we want to get this to work with alarmnet, but if you have alarm.com, it's already working. So since it has an alarm.com customer ID tied to it, and your account knows to log into your alarm.com account and find this information, so if I come back here to the zones page, I can actually connect directly to the control panel and display the zone list. So instead of typing these all out, this one's only 8 zones, but I've installed systems where there's 35, 50, 60 zones before, and that gets very tedious and time taking. Well, if it is an alarm.com account, you just click get zones and watch what happens. Bam, it went, connected to the control panel, and spit out the zone list for me. Next thing we've done on this page that's very helpful is the integration with Central Station. Now, only certain Central Stations work with this. A couple of our preferred Central Stations would be Avant-Garde out of Ogden, Utah. Give them a call. They're really great to work with people. And Safe Security, fantastic company, really easy to work with. Good. Yeah, I know their entire executive team. They're very, very good people, and they'll work with you as well. And we are fully integrated with both of those Central Stations. So instead of having to go through and match up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this will say verified in green if the alarm signal has been received at Central Station. So really all you should have to do with this page is say get zones, and then if you put in the account number, the CSID for the account, and you've told it what Central Station you're using, and it's one of our Central Stations, it will go ahead and pop out verified in green if they've received it, and it'll tell you the date that it was last received. And then also, if it has not been received, it'll be in red letters and it will say not verified. So if you want to check alarm history at the end of a job rather than calling in to data entry, you just simply come in here, click get zones, save the page, and then it will go ahead and tell you what's there or what's missing, so you know if you need to send an alarm signal again or not. Then after you've done that, if a technician's already put all his data entry in and the sales rep's done the same, this is kind of the last page for that, you can basically say, okay, everything's in here, I'm going to activate the account with Central Station. So when you do this, it checks first to make sure you've put all the data entry in, and then this is going to send an email over to your Central Station telling them, please activate the account with the following info. So it takes all the info from here and tells them what to activate the account with. Their data entry team will go ahead and put it in and then send an email reply back, which then forwards to your company's email telling them it's activated. So activating an account from the click of a button obviously is much simpler than what you might be used to. And just like any of the other pages, the update button at the bottom left is how you save all your info. Very, very helpful and powerful page.